Welcome back, Scent Squad. Emerald C here with a fragrance review for you for Versace Dylan Purple. So this is a great fragrance if you like the floral, citrus, sweet, clean, airy, pear, shampoo like summertime fragrances. This is that fragrance. Now, if you want to know if this has longevity issues, because let's face it, this right here is the most talked about scent when it comes to longevity. It's a huge concern. Does it last long? So if you want to find that out, I encourage you to keep watching. If you haven't done so already and you're not a subscriber here, I welcome you to join the Emerald C Fragrance family so you can stay in the know for all of fragrance tips, updates, and all that fun good stuff. All right, so we're going to jump right in. Now, when you first smell this fragrance, you're going to get hit with a huge burst of pear, orange, and freesia. It is perfect for summertime and for springtime as well as the daytime. This isn't one of those scents that works well in the evening because let's face it, in the evening time, it's a little bit cooler. It takes a little bit longer for our body to reach that nice warm temperature to radiate that fragrance. In the daytime, it's already warmer and you gotta kind of keep that in mind when it comes to fragrances. So projection for Versace Dylan Purple, this will project around 3 to 4 feet around your body. So if you think about like that nice little intimate bubble, that's where it's going to sit well. Now, when it comes to the gender of the fragrance, it leans more towards something that's feminine opposed to like a gender neutral scent. And I want to say mainly because of some of like the white floral citrus notes that are combined in here that balance out to give it more of a feminine curve, if that makes sense. Now, I discovered this scent when I went scent and sushi shopping with my friend. I know that sounds crazy, but essentially what we did, we went out on a nice sushi date, had sushi, enjoyed ourselves, and went right from there to go to the mall, and we sniffed all the fragrances. We went to Macy's, Nordstrom, where else did we go? Bloomingdale's, all the fragrance shops that were literally in the whole entire mall, and we sniffed around. Now, I ended up getting, out of all the fragrances there, I think it's enunciated, Mileria from Parfum de Marly. I discovered this when we were in Macy's and we were sniffing through all the fragrances because I have a lot of fragrances that they already have out, especially designer fragrances, and I wasn't necessarily shopping for designer. However, I will look at designer fragrances because my family and everyone knows I love fragrances. So when it comes to getting me a gift, they'll ask, Emerald, what fragrance do you want? So I don't want to give them oh, here's a $250 fragrance or $350 fragrance. I want to give something that's more affordable. So if I could send them something that's oh, this is a $90 fragrance or $125 fragrance, that seems a little bit more considerate than requesting something like that as a gift, even if it is a gift. I'm still going to be concerned about their pockets. I'm not going to get greedy just because I'm not going to buy it. So that's when I discovered this. And I smelled Dylan Blue too. I like that, but I like this one better. This, I decided to get the smaller version of it only because I know I can be very impulsive when it comes to shopping for fragrances, right? I love fragrances. I will smell it and I'm I need that. And then I'll bring it home and I'm oh, this was actually just okay. So now I've been dialing back and I'm I'm gonna get the travel size of the fragrance. I'm gonna wear it. I'm gonna enjoy it. It's more than the little teeny tiny bottles that they give you at Ulta and Sephora, but it's not as big as the full size bottle. So it's not a huge commitment. And I can take it anywhere I like and kind of refreshen up if I want to. So that's why I ended up with the travel size. I didn't want to commit to something larger. And I also thought oh, this would be something cute to add to my gift list for a birthday or a holiday. Now this right here is my scent of the day. And when you first spray it, what you're going to smell first is essentially the pear gall. If y'all have, Juliet Has a Gun Pear Ink. It's in that ballpark. The pear is very prominent, slightly shampooy, but very prominent. It's clean. It kind of smells like happiness. So you definitely smell pear. You get a slight bit of the floral freesia, a slight twinge of it, and definitely the orange. Our fragrance notes, the top notes here are pear, bitter orange, and bergamot. So typically when you work with your top notes, they last about 15 to 30 minutes before they kind of melt into your skin and you are left with your middle notes. So top notes, then middle notes. Middle notes are Mayo Neo, Hama Rose, and also Freesia. Essentially, your middle notes are where you get all your florals from. Now, our base notes. Base notes are Ambroxan, Iso E Super, Virginia Cedar, followed by Silkalide, and last but not least, we have Belle and Bras Tree. So that's pretty much our base notes that round off our fragrance. Base notes, of course, again, they last the longest, so this is what we're going to have the longest on our skin at dry down. Now, longevity of this fragrance. Lots of people are saying that they're not getting past like the 4-hour mark for it, and I get it. I will say from experience in wearing this, it is not a long-lasting scent. This is not something that's going to last all day. Having a travel size version of this will definitely be beneficial because it's easier to reapply, especially since it's really honestly a beautiful scent. So this is something you can very easily kind of just throw in your purse and then freshen up as you go on with your day. Is this something I'm going to buy the full size bottle to? No, I need a long lasting scent in my collection. I love that. That's why it's easier for me to buy these travel size bottles because it's not a huge commitment, but I can pop it out as I please. This fragrance is also great for layering. So because it's not like a long lasting scent, you could do one of two things. One, you can apply like an unscented cream, lotion, whatever you please to your body, and then add your fragrance at your pulse point because you want this fragrance to shine. So of course you're gonna hit behind your ears, your neck, your chest area, right in this crevice here, behind your knees, and anywhere else that you please. Because as your body temperature increases, it will definitely radiate more from that component. That's why you always want to hit your pulse points. So it will last longer here. Another option is layering it. You can layer it with a complementary fragrance that has some of the same notes, or you can go to the total opposite end. I am going to drop another video that's going to have layering combo options for this fragrance. So if you do want it to last longer, I got y'all. I'm going to have something that complements these very well. It's going to complement it very well. Now, is it a safe blind buy? I think it is, as long as you're okay with knowing that this is not going to be an all-day scent that's going to last 8, 10, 12 hours, right? It's not going to be that. The scent notes in here are beautiful. They genuinely are. And if you like citrusy, airy, perry, shampoo-like fragrances, this could definitely be something that you can add into your collection. I don't like the bottle. Listen, I know it's their, that's their brand, right? I know that's their brand. That's their style. Everything moves as one. I don't like it, y'all. It's too bulky. It's too gaudy for me. I can't wrap my head around the bottle. I can't. If you haven't done so far, I need you to stop doing what you're doing. Hit the subscribe button. If you have this fragrance, I want to know what you do to make your fragrance last longer, or if you have specific scent combos that you use to lengthen this. I really want to know that. If you haven't done so far, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Toodaloo.